The 2025 numbers have been released for February, and the major question on everybody's mind is to what extent is our current trade war affecting the real estate prices in today's market? And the Toronto Star actually referred to the trade war as a bucket of cold water. And that's because the market typically does heat up as we enter the spring months. And that's what happened last year. We saw that listings were selling faster and for more money during the spring months. But what can we expect this spring, and what do the numbers look like in February? That's what we're going to talk about. So make sure to grab your tea, grab your coffee. We're going to go over a lot of data so you can make an educated decision as a buyer or a seller. If you are considering buying or selling, make sure to call me. And if you're a real estate agent looking for a great brokerage with state-of-the-art training, resources, and mentorship, then make sure to reach out to me to learn more about eXp Realty. The major headline that's circulating as per the February numbers are that the number of sales has significantly dropped. February only reported around 4,000 sales. That's 28% lower than what we saw last year. Although you should keep in mind that last year's number was also low. We're usually seeing somewhere between 7,000 to 8,000 sales during the month of February. So I can share with you on behalf of the community of real estate agents here, this number here definitely makes us nervous. For sellers out there, what you need to understand is that we are currently in a buyer's market. Buyers have a lot of homes to choose from, so even if you were to price your property competitively, have the right pictures, use the right marketing strategy, you should likely be waiting 30 to 60 days for your listing to be sold. The good news is that the right buyer is out there for you somewhere. You just have to be patient. We often have situations with our sellers where we don't see any offers for a couple of weeks, but then bam, one morning we see 2 offers at the same time, and then the sellers understood that it does take a little bit of patience in this market. And from what I'm seeing from being in the field every single day is that there's still demand for freehold property and for detached homes. And detached listings under the price of 1.2 are still moving. Very often they're actually selling over asking price, although what's having a difficult time selling are your typical 4-bedroom double car garage homes. And that's surprising because that's the kind of property most families want. They want a 4-bedroom home with a double car garage, especially for the listings in York region or Peel region. A lot of them are sitting on the market, which makes it critically important for you to price your property competitively and have the expectation that when a buyer is looking at your home, they're also going to compare it to 10 other properties within the same neighborhood. But the good news is that the average price hasn't changed too much. It's actually up 4% compared to January, although it came down 2% year over year. And the property style that decreased the most in value are semi-detached homes, but either way, that's only 3 to 4% depending on whether it was in the 905 or the 416. The detached home values have been stable. And this is interesting because on one side, we have buyers that believe values are going to drop and then they're going to get in the market at the right time. But on the other side, we have sellers that seem to have teamed up together and said, we're not going to drop our prices anymore. This is the price for my home. Take it or leave it. So although we have a lot of sellers in the market, we don't have many motivated sellers. And if we had more motivated sellers, then naturally the average price would have come down. Although 2025 may be interesting because a lot of mortgages are up for renewal, there's also been a major survey that determined that about 50% of people are living paycheck to paycheck and over 70% of people are living under financial strain. So although the data shows it's a buyer's market and it's a great time to buy, a lot of buyers are having the mindset that economically it may just not be the safest thing for them. And here's how the average price has changed. We're looking at the month of February for the past 5 years, and we can see with the exception of 2022, we really haven't seen too much of a difference. And for investors, this information is not very encouraging because although there's a lot of listings up for sale and there's some great deals, why would you purchase a property if they haven't increased over the past 5 years? And the answer to that is illustrated by this chart over here. We can see just how much property prices have increased long term. So a very important consideration for you if you are going to buy a property is how long will you hold on to the property before you potentially sell the home in the future. And this makes it critically important for you to talk to the right real estate agent, share with them your goals, share with them what you're trying to accomplish long term, and they'll happily share with you the data and help you make an informed decision about what to do next and what you should expect moving forward. And if you have any questions about this information, I'd be more than happy to hear from you. If you are buying or selling, make sure to call me. And if you're a real estate agent looking for a great brokerage, make sure to reach out to me. I really appreciate your support and I look forward to seeing you next time.